I have set out on a goal to make mad cash, art, this summer. Yeah, art. And I thought, what's the best way to make most people happy per minute? Stripping. The problem is I'm not hot commodity, so to say. So instead, I decided to become a game developer. That will show them. If I'm not hot, my products better be lit. That's what my long lost brother always told me. The problem is, I'm a med student, not a programmer. I know about this and not this. These are kind of the same, but I barely passed that exam and had anything to do with code, and this one too. The idea is to make a crazy game that will get all the little kiddos, customers hooked on it. It will be like fucking crack cocaine, but for children. Wait, no, that's not wrong. It will be like candy you get out of the back of a truck. There might be candy, but it's primarily a money grab from your parents' credit card. Woo! The game will be released on mobile or PC. Whatever makes me the most money. So, probably mobile, unless Epic wants to buy me. I need the money so I can keep just almost failing my exams. Now the game plan is easy. Make a game, publish, wait for reviews, buy IGN to write a good review, become the next big indie developer, create a whole hidden lore ARG hunt, sell books, make a movie deal, go to Hollywood, become an actor, sell out, and be back in time for when school starts in late August. Easy, right? Yes, let's go. So I made a proof of concept for a friend of mine, but the code is spaghetti, so whenever I try to add something, the Italians get offended. I don't want to offend the Italians. Also, can you tell my friend is Swedish? No! You're wrong! His actual name is Alexander Stradorovskison, and he told me I have to try my game.
Используйте средства производства.
Now, I'm no expert in Slavic languages, but my parents are Bosnian, which means I almost know Russian. In other words, I understand one word in that sentence. Production. This must mean he wants me to ramp up the production of the game and rack in some sweet capitalist cash! Epic, please buy me out before I become a mobile game shill. I started out by making a plane and a character. His name is Bob. As I'm basically a Chad coder already, I stole the code I had already made and just applied it to Bob's arms. Yeah, that works as intended. After spending some time to make Bob act less like the elastic dude from that one movie, I had achieved fuck! Okay, now well, at least his arms aren't flying all over the place. After spending some time to make Bob act less like the elastic dude, yay. There we go. It works perfectly. However, I found the game way too boring. What? Am I just gonna point and click my guns? No, sir. The game needed more substance, more umph. I needed something gorgeous. I needed the arms to aim separately. With a controller. So I removed basically all my code to make place for the new and improved Unity controller scheme. This shit is a fucking pyramid scheme. It lures you in the premise that even your granddaughter could make huge amounts of cool inputs, only for them to just disappear once you're committed to changing over. Like, what the fuck is this shit? I just want to read if I press the button or not, please. After continuously dislocating Bob's shoulder, I should know, I'm a doctor, I made Bob do the funny. With aiming working as intended, it was on to the next step, making Bob into your average American. What do you think his guns are for? For show? No sir, I should be able to shoot at anything I desire. After implementing a perfectly crafted bullet straight from the deepest depths of imagination, I was ready to fire the gun. Bob, what the fuck did I tell you about impersonating other people? Once I actually attached his arm to his floating head, Bob found a way to Iron Man his gun while I wasn't looking at the code. For 1 damn second. Like, why is he doing this shit? Nah, man, I'm just done. I'm gonna go do surgery on a grape or some shit. The very next day, I fixed the problem. Teehee. Let's take a break to hear from our sponsor. Me! I'm so great, I also implemented rats into the game. Now the rats can spawn in a circle around you. Now the rats are way too many, so I need to program a controller to control the amounts of rats. If only my city had me as a programmer for our rat controller. Once the controller was fixed and working correctly, I could fine precise control the amount of rats I wanted at any given time on my screen. This only means one thing. Time to make the fuckers die. They revolted. Instead of exploding, they leaked nukes on the ground. After spending almost an hour figuring out A, why the fuckers won't just die, and B, why the nukes won't just die, I figured out I would make the perfect doctor. Even if I wanted to, nothing would die around me. So I made a suicide script. Yeah, it killed the game. Multiple times. So I removed the suicide script and fixed the reason the game was dying. The rats were killing the game. Yeah. The problem was that rats still left remnants of nuclear explosions, like if they were old Yo! Now I get it! That's why Alexander wanted me to make the game. I added back the suicide script to the nukes and now everything works fine. Guns were not enough though. I wanted more. So I added in a rocket launcher. After talking with my contacts at NASA, I created a perfect missile with a pixel perfect. Why are you exploding? Once I had a stern talking to the missile, it decided to just explode on contacts. Everyone, say thank you to the missile for listening. Now you can explode the rats. Double nukes! I have rats. I have guns. I have a random person flying through space. As much as I wanted to emulate America more, I think I had reached the peak. So, to not get sued over by some old dude, I decided to add nature into my game. Ha! Sucking that one, Americans. This would be done by listening to some dude called Perlin Screaming, or some shit. I don't know, I wasn't really listening, I just stole code from this dude. I wanted to use Sebastian's video, but it wasn't for a 2D script. Or it might have been. I don't know. I didn't watch the video. I added some borders to the edge of the world so you wouldn't just fly away anytime you shot the rocket launchers. Some experience, a level up system that does jack shit, and most importantly a way for the rats to eat your ways. Also, all of this shown in the mini UI I made. Woo! All the patrons who supported me are right now being shown on the screen. If you want to have your name here, you can't. Because I don't have a Patreon.